On this lovely evening, we've gathered here together to celebrate women's empowerment, which is a very important subject today, as all of you know, with our film SULIGE SIKKIDAAGA. And first of all, it's my privilege to tell you about my production banner, House of Pandit. My partner Cliff and I, we started this in the year 2010 with a film called Jojo Lali. It was an experimental film on HIV/AIDS awareness. And that garnered about 14 awards. We thought we were going in the right direction. Went on with another film in Hindi called Janleva 555, again with a message which was snakebite prevention and treatment. That ran in the small towns of India for 20 weeks. So further encouraged, we've now come with SULIGE SIKKIDAAGA. House of Pandit was and is and going to be a glorious tribute to our revered grandfather Shri B.V. Pandit, that is where the name came from. And of course, I have to thank my parents for first giving me that surname in the first place. So the responsibility of that legacy came very strongly onto me. The sense of legacy came to me right then. And as you all know, his life was exemplary for all standards of excellence, integrity, achievement, grandeur, most of all philanthropy. And I also hear that he was very strongly into girl-child education and empowerment of women by giving them gainful employment. So right from that we have our standards set, and today in my own tiny way I'm trying to continue it in a different way. So I'm sure I'm invoking his blessings and my Achammaji's blessings, his wife Srimati Lakshmi Devamma. So that is the beginning of our journey, and at the very outset again I have to thank my dear parents, Srimati Lalita Rajgopal and Dr. B.V. Rajgopal. Without their constant encouragement, advice, unswerving support, none of my successes would be possible. So I'm deeply indebted. I will never be able to pay. It's a forever gratitude which I can never ever repay. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Also, this title SULIGE SIKKIDAAGA was given by my mother. When she heard the story, she thought it was young. So I was struggling for a title, and she heard the story, and very quickly she came up with this SULIGE SIKKIDAAGA Hege. And immediately it felt so apt to the subject of the story, and I put it across to our director and he said, bingo, that's it. So she gave that, and she's also created all the Kannada dialogues in the film. The screenplay was created in English by our American director, and Kannada dialogues are entirely hers. So again, thank you for that, Mom. Next is, of course, Pedda Patrika. I am very honored to have in our presence the patriarch of the Shri B.V. Pandit family today, Professor Shri B.V. Srikantan, my dear uncle, who's graced this occasion with his glorious presence. He has been a stellar example of scholastic achievement, incredible career achievement. Along with that, even today, he has maintained so much of warmth and humility and down-to-earthness, and binds us all together with his love and affection. Across the world, our huge Pandit family, this is only a part of it, you know, there's a whole clan scattered across the world. So he binds us all with his love and encouragement always. So thank you, Pedappa, for being here. My dear classmates who are here, so sweet of you all to come and encourage me as well. And thank you for coming here too. At this point, I will take one respectful moment to acknowledge our dear departed cousin, Shri C. Sitaram. He departed to heavenly abode this year. Let's take a respectful moment of silence, because I really adored and respected him. He was a very well respected journalist and Kannada film critic. And I remember talking to him about the beginning of this film in our lovely ancestral town of Nanjangud at Lakshmi Bhajana Mandira, which was created by my grandparents, and he had given all encouragement and said, Nanu, full blessings in India. So I'm sure he's blessing us from the heavens today. So just taking that one moment of acknowledgement of my dear departed cousin. So finally, I must thank our director Sandeep Malani, eminent director who's directed Jojo Lali, Janleva 555 and now SULIGE SIKKIDAAGA. He is my Rakhi brother. Now because I have a brother of mine who's already Sandeep, it's confusing to call him Sandeep too, so I call him Sandeep Ji. So he's my Rakhi brother, and he has so dedicatedly, with every ounce of sincerity, creative passion, he's created this film, and I hope all of you love it, because we have done this from our hearts. The entire cast and crew are not here today because they were here yesterday, and I knew it was going to be a very big crowd if they were here too, but they all send their love and regards to all of you, and they all hope that you love the film. So, and just a one line about the film. I won't say anything more other than that it's a women's empowerment subject. What you will see is a story of one woman, and on one side you will see what happens to her if society does not support a woman's dignity, does not support a woman's respect, does not support what she is and who she stands for. What happens to such a woman? On the other side you will see the same woman in the same timeline. What can happen if society's mindset is strong and respectful of all women in general? How a woman flourishes or how a woman gets destroyed, you will see with this film. So I hope you all see it and tell us what you think about it after you see it. So that's all for tonight. Before the film, one thing I would request all of you, this film has a great message, so I would love for you to spread the word after you see the film that women's empowerment today is a much needed concept. Every single woman in the world has a birthright to dignity, respect, safety. It's a given, and it has to be provided to every single girl, child and woman on the planet. Let's make this a motto for us. Please spread the word. That's my sincere request to all of you. Maybe this film will just help you remember that, and I'm sure you're doing it every day in your daily lives, but I would hope that this adds on to that. And in that vein, I thank all of you for coming again. I hope you all love the film. Please enjoy the evening.
ಕನಸು ನನಸಾಯಿತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ದಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಕಲ್ಪನಾ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಚ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ.
Honoring Sandeep Ji, who has done tremendous work with Katran and produced the film, and you know what the film is.
Our first venture, Jojo Lali, won 14 awards, the HIV/AIDS awareness film, and it was our first experiment. So the journey started then, and that's when I for creating good cinema, and that is why the journey has continued. And anything I have requested of him, any step, any changes, any 24/7 work across the countries, I'd call him at all odd hours. He has just unswervingly taken those calls and said, "Aitu Martini," and he has brought this film to life. It was my story. And the screenplay was by Scott Barker. He created the whole thing. Mom gave the Kannada dialogue, so it's entirely a family film. Dr. Rajgopal was there. Yeah, that was the first scene of the film actually, my father. So it was an honor. And as you know, Mom has.
Don't forget to take any medicines that you are prescribed by your doctor at any time.
Mrs. Sandeep Malani, Reshma Malani, she's been a very strong support also to us, throughout this whole process. Please come, please.
Officially launching the 2016 calendar of SULIGE SIKKIDAAGA, and hope the year goes well, success, all with all your good wishes, so all of you can carry this calendar home.
And it's been inaugurated by Professor Shri B.V. Srikantan. It's an honor for us.
Yeah. I really don't know how to address all of you, because you are all my relatives, many of them, and it so happens that I happen to be the oldest person here, so I don't have to say elders. I have to say all my youngsters. Yesterday I had the unique privilege of witnessing the best one-act play which I have seen. Many people felt like that. That was a one-act play on Einstein. It was wonderfully done. It lasted for about 1 hour, and I don't think anybody can act that way, another person's personal life, and then as a scientist and as this. You know, Einstein himself was a very unique character with many problems also. He was a genius, at the same time he had many problems. Brought out beautifully in that one-act play. I have been lucky today to witness something similar. I have never seen many Kannada films for the last 50-60 years. And the first Kannada film I saw was the one during the 1942 freedom movement, when we were driven out from our hostels in Mysore. And so I was in Nanjangud. Then we heard that there's a film in which the famous violinist Chodaya is acting. And the heroine in that film was Jayalalitha's mother, Sandhya, I think is her name. So we came all the way from Nanjangud to Mysore, a distance of about 12 miles, by cycles to see that movie. That was, of course, the movie was not that good, but Chodaya playing in that, but he never played with the violin there. That is the only regret that we have, that the film did not have any role for Chodaya as a violinist. Today, I am really thrilled by seeing this film because it has got a message that is not only for youngsters and old people, but for everybody, I should say. Whomsoever you think should see this film because it has a very important message which is conveyed in a very convincing way. What is that message? Have confidence in yourself. In fact, my father used to repeat very many times, Atmanam na avasadhyat. You should never condemn yourself. Atmaiva atmaha ripuhu, atmaiva atmano bandhu. Your self itself is your friend, self itself is your enemy. So if you have confidence, you, under any circumstances, you can achieve, overcome all the problems that you have. And that is what this film shows in a very effective way. And I hope this message will be conveyed to everyone, there is a film which shows you how having confidence in yourself you can achieve anything. I have seen Kalpana right from her birth. So you see, now I am here, and I am sure this film, if it is also translated to other languages, will take her much forward. I wish you all the best, and Mr. Malani has done a very good film. I wish you all the best.